Okay, Libra, what's going on for you? This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let me do this first. This is for you for mid-February. Some of these readings have expanded out past mid-February. I think, I'm not sure if it was Pisces. Yesterday when I did that reading was more like a year reading. Of course, it's their birthday, so that can be part of it. But I am noticing that some of these readings are bigger than mid-February. Okay, this is just when we're posting it, but whatever. Next week, if you're wanting to jump on and learn about soul contracts, I'm going to be giving a class next week that talks about Chiron, talks about the soul contracts you have with people, how to understand them, and then if you want to, how to let them go, how to metabolize them, how to make them sort of be incorporated into your life so that they're not like a pattern that keeps showing up over and over again. So if you want to jump onto that class, there's a link below. That's on Tuesday. It's the day that Mars and Venus go into conjunction. Just a point of order. That's a big day for twin flames. So that's why I'm doing the class, because twin flames is a soul contract. Okay, let's see what's going on for Libra air. There you are. Divinity. Home. Some of you are finding home. Okay, I feel like it's not for nothing that I'm mentioning twin flames. It's not for nothing that I'm mentioning soul contracts. I feel like it might be with another air sign, or you're just kind of like, I'm getting a strong sense of you connecting spiritually with this person. You may not know this person right now. That's just for some of you. I feel like a lot of you do know who I'm talking about. Some of you are also really connecting into your guidance system, your spiritual guidance system. And in this case, like sometimes when you say it feels like home, sometimes people didn't have a very good home life, right? So that's not that complimentary or good of a feeling, but I feel like this is the feeling of home that we want. So Libra, I'm a Libra rising. So this is the feeling of home that maybe you never had, but you do want. Okay, because it is connected to divinity. It's not connected to fear. All right, there's only two things, fear or love. This is not connected to fear. This is a very pure frequency that I'm getting, a pure connection. And I don't mean that it's not human. It is human, but it does feel different. It feels different. And that does put it in the realm of twin flame. So we'll see where we go here. Ace of Wands. Yeah. Empress. Hermit. Nine of Wands. The World. That's integration. Magician and the Ten of Pentacles. Today, and Lovers. So today, you may not be seeing this on Thursday. I'm doing, that's when I'm recording this, Lovers. I'm doing a astrology workshop today. I do it every other week, and we're going to kick it up in March to every week. I'm doing an astrology workshop around Jupiter, and this is about expansion. This is about luck and abundance in your life, and how you can do that, how you can work with the Jupiter energy. Jupiter's in Taurus right now. So everything is about creating abundance. And each sign, each house has its own, whatever you have Jupiter in your birth chart will tell you how you can generate luck and abundance for yourself. I feel like some of you are dealing with a twin flame partner who is just sort of coming out of another situation that has been really challenging. It's almost like you're shining the light, even though the Hermit shines the light. You see how the Hermit is shining the light on the past or on the patterns. This looks like Divine Feminine to me, doesn't it to you? Ruled by Venus, which is your rulership. The Ace of Wands is like, I have a new idea. I have a way of working with these patterns. And the Hermit is transmuting the energy of their patterns into wisdom. So this can now come together. This twin flame set can now come together. Lovers and the 10 of Pentacles. This is definitely a union kind of story. And I feel like because we are talking about, this is Mercury, this is Gemini and Mercury, there's going to be a lot of conversations spiritually with this connection. Now, some of you, this may not be a twin flame. This may be somebody who's a very, very strong life partner, soulmate kind of person. And there's a sense of there being a divinity together. It's definitely a next level kind of relationship. Definitely. Okay. So the cards underneath that I just put down are showing me what's going on subconsciously or what's going on in a spiritual way. All right. So that's very interesting. Let's see. Death. Right out the gate, huh? 10 of Wands. Emperor. Look at this. Emperor, Empress. This person that you're dealing with, I feel like, okay, I'm going to talk to divine feminines right now. You're dealing with a divine masculine who is definitely ending a partnership that has not felt like home. Okay. And well, it's felt like home okay. So let me just say this. They didn't have there was something about their growing up. It wasn't big, ugly or anything like that, but there was something about their growing up life. They might have been a people pleaser, or they might have had to do everything for everybody else so they can feel safe in their home. And that's how they believe they get love, is to nurture everybody, to do everything for everybody and all of that. That's their pattern. Here's you, 6 of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, taking it slow. Knight of Pentacles and the Strength card. There's definitely something about summertime here. Remember what I said to you about these readings being bigger than mid-February. There's something about midsummer here, and I feel like you're going to feel very joyful this summer. I feel like there's going to be, between now and then, there's this sense of putting things in place. So it's not for nothing. You're not going to just show up in July and everything is going to be in place. Over the course of the next 6 months, you're going to be putting things in place. And then Lionsgate is going to be a big transition. Okay, a big transition around that time. 3 of Wands, the King of Swords, and the 5 of Swords. Yeah. I feel like this person is going to tell you, 7 of Pentacles, there's a story here because I got Gemini, I got this Magician. The thing that makes the transition is not just the putting the things in place. I feel like that's what you're doing. That is Virgo energy. We got more Virgo over here. I've been seeing a lot of loud Virgo in these readings. And Virgo is a sacred servant. Virgo is also a healer. There's something here about healing communication. And I almost feel like this person that is coming in for you is somebody who's had it rough. Okay. And it's not about like, I almost think that they want a clean slate where they're not having a relationship like the one they had in the past. I think they've had very toxic relationships, plural, or one really bad one that has made things tough. And I feel like they want to get this off their chest. I feel like the Gemini energy of the Magician, in order for us to manifest this beginning, this Lover's 10 of Pentacles, in order for this to go a long way, I feel like you both have to get something off your chest. There's something to talk about. One of you maybe has been abused by other partners, financially, spiritually, emotionally, physically, something. There's been some kind of abuse, which is a very strong word, I know. Maybe toxicity or something that has happened to them. I feel like you I feel like you've also overcome something similar. You also have some things to say. So this is about having some kind of healing communication about the past. Healing communication about the past. So if you know who this person is, there may be, I don't see a Page of Cups, but if Page of Cups comes out in the extended, that can be about forgiveness. And even if it has nothing to do with you or with this person together, your relationship in the past, if there was one, there may be some kind of expression of this is what happened, and I want your forgiveness for this. Maybe it was something that happened outside of the relationship that made it difficult in the past. That's just for some of you. More of you are dealing with a person who's shell shocked. This person could literally have gone to war. This person could literally have been in a place where there was death. Some kind of thing like that. It's weighing on their minds. The Ten of Wands. Five of Pentacles could have been like a bankruptcy. Bears the Page of Swords. This is the Two of Swords. I feel like this person has tried to... Okay, so this person has tried to navigate this on their own without really getting any help for it. So there could be some kind... I mean, shell-shocked is... And we're talking about war. We're talking about bankruptcy. We're talking about things that have happened because the patterns of the past have not been transmuted. Okay, so a lot of you are empaths, and it's really not about swallowing the poison of other people. It's about, witnessing the emotions of the planet, witnessing other people's pain, holding space through compassion, which means you also need to have good boundaries. I feel like this person might be a water sign, Scorpio. I see Scorpio here. I see Virgo. All right, I'm seeing that. And I feel like this person has a need to unburden themselves about what's been going on, and that's going to lighten them up. And I do feel like there's also something that you might want to share. Five of Cups, Hierophant, Sun, Five of Wands. You may have something in common with them in terms of having challenging relationships in the past. There may be something about your childhood that there's definitely something to share. But I almost feel like you are further down the path here, and you're somebody who can help guide them on that path. I feel like you might be bonding very soon over the idea of it's me and you against the world kind of a thing, right? The two people here fighting that dragon. And it's like, you don't have to do this alone. I'm here. You don't have to fight this fight alone. You don't have to be the one that's stuck in the middle of some kind of custody battle or some kind of, maybe that's what happened as a child to them, or that could be playing out as an adult, some kind of divorce, really acrimonious, or even if the divorce isn't acrimonious, the lead up to it has been acrimonious, really a tough thing. So I feel like this person has left behind something terrible, and they're sort of like, no, I just want to leave it in the past. But you might be guiding them to say, you know what? That's just going to bury it. I mean, you're kind of like burying toxic waste when you're doing that. It's going to show up again. It's going to poison things. We're not going to do that. I'm not going to do that again. We don't want to do that again. So let's talk about it. I'm here, almost like I sense you like holding their hand while they're unburdening themselves and saying, look, it's you and me. It's you and me. Whatever went down, whatever happened. There's a real strong bond of trust here. Very strong. The Knight of Pentacles is very trustworthy. Very strong bond of trust here. Seven of Cups, the Moon, the King of Cups, and the Fool. So this is a timing element that anchors it in February. We have a Virgo full moon happening on the 24th, 25th of February. And that is going to be the time when this happens, when this share happens, and when the new path begins. Okay? Someone could be talking about some kind of problems with money, some kind of issues around money or something like that have been in the past, but it's sort of like, if we're going to start this, if we're going to begin this new path, we're going to need to not clean slate it, because we're grown up people and we've had relationships, we've had lives. What we want to do is we want to create from wisdom and love instead of from buried toxic waste. We don't want to do that. So what else is coming in here? I feel like this person is so grateful for you. I really do. Person is so grateful for you. Yeah, Six of Cups, the Page of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. So this kind of conversation or this kind of experience is going to help them reclaim the idea of home in their mind, okay, in their hearts. It's going to help them reclaim that, because if you talk to them about like, hey, it feels like home, they're going to be like, I don't really want that again. But this is different. This is like, okay, I'm seeing how my heart was abused in the past, or how my finances were abused by somebody, how I was taken for granted, how I wasn't appreciated, and like legit, not in a victim archetype kind of way. This is because the Strength card is here. This is not about victim archetype. This is about empowerment, being empowered by what has happened in our lives and using it as a tool, transmuting that energy into power. Okay, so let's go deeper into this reading. If this is your story, I will go deeper. There's a link below, Libra, if you want to continue on with me. I'm going to dive into that King of Wands, King of Cups. All right, link is below. I'll see you over there. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.